Ka tangi te hihi, ka tangi te kaka, ka tangi hokia ho, tihe Māori ora. And for Perry's benefit and any other whānau here, I have adapted the traditional saying to acknowledge some birds that do live in Wellington today. I'd like to make an acknowledgement of the Honourable Maggie Barry, Minister of Conservation, Chris Laidlaw, Chair of the Regional Council, Devon McLean, QSM, Chief Executive of the Next Foundation, Kelvin Hastie, and these are going to be the other speakers today. But there are many other people I would like to acknowledge. Lou Sanson from the Department of Conservation, Paul Atkins from Zealandia, and many other colleagues. We've got City Councillors, Deputy Mayor Justin Lester, Joe Coughlin, Economic Development, Andy Foster, and maybe one or two more. And we also have people from the Regional Council, Nigel Wilson, and nice to see you, Jenny Brash as well. People who have supported conservation for many times, and Simon Wolfe. I think last time I saw you here, you were behind the lens again, Simon. That's not good in a politician. You've got to be in the front of the lens. So, and there are many other distinguished guests, and our Chief Executive, Kevin Lavery, and also Greater Wellington's Chief Executive, Greg Campbell, and many staff. It shows how important conservation is to us all. We've got two birds today from some of our other partners. I think, no. They best not take flight. Now, I'm sure you all know that these are kōkako, which are locally extinct, but do live in the rest of other parts of North Island. We actually potentially have some of the best habitat for kōkako. Wouldn't it be wonderful, as well as hearing the birds we're hearing now, to hear the kōkako musical song ring out across Wellington? We also have the beautiful kiwi, and I know there are many who have ambitions to see those kiwi as well as in Zealandia around our reserves. But there's a fair bit of work to do today. Kōkako did used to be part of Wellington's Dawn Chorus, and we would like to see them here again, not only in Te Papa's archives. Zealandia, and I'd like to acknowledge their support in the plan to be predator-free, a wonderful fountain of biodiversity, but we don't want that fountain cut off at the edge of the fence. Today, we are announcing a partnership between Next Foundation, Greater Wellington Regional Council, and Wellington City Council to be predator-free. We also acknowledge we will need every other partner here today, Zealandia, Department of Conservation, and probably most of all, individuals who are happy to work in their own backyards. I've got a copy in my bag of our natural capital. Wellington has had ambitions in the area of biophilic cities for a long time. We've had a lot of action, both by individuals and by institutions. I know people who have been rat trapping in different places, whether it's their backyard or reserves, for many years. Only yesterday I was out on Tapaturanga Island looking at the penguin nest boxes there. They thrive better if there aren't rats, stoats, weasels. There aren't any possums on that island though. We're also looking at working through the easier places first, Miramar Peninsula, with the support of the Wellington Airport Company, can be like a pest-free island. I'd also like to acknowledge the huge amount of work that staff have done, both practically in a policy sense. I'd like to acknowledge people from Forest and Bird. Some of those first ideas about the natural corridors that came through Our City, Our Future were led by, nice to see you here, Colin, people from Forest and Bird. And we are so blessed in the capital with so many reserves that link up together from the northern outer town belt all the way through the town belt of Berhampore, Island Bay, and you can hear the ruru, the owl, in Wakefield Park these days, all the way through to the wild south coast. I just want to finish, because this is one of my last formal occasions, with something a little bit informal, and some of you will recognise these quotes. To think we buy gowns lined with ermine for dolts that can't or won't determine what's best to rid us of our vermin. You hope, because you're old and obese, to find in the furry civic robe ease. Rouse up, sirs, give your brains a racking to find the remedy we're lacking, or sure as fate will send you packing. At this, the mayor and corporation quaked with a mighty consternation. So I think we have found the people who will be the Pied Pipers and will free us of the vermin in this city. Kia ora.